Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Again, February 14th, 2024, we are striking. Rideshare Professor and I and several other YouTubers are really trying to push this, and we have a really good amount of drivers that are on board so far. Again, I'm getting responses from Florida, from New York, Michigan, Texas, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Nevada. Um, Maybe I said Texas, don't remember. But we are definitely still on for February 14th, and we still need drivers to push this out, share these videos, and pass the word on to other drivers on Facebook and Facebook groups. Let's get this word out. Now, that I've got that done, I want to show you why this strike is so important. I'm going to show you two screenshots, and I'm showing these because I just recently did these, and if you guys have watched my previous video, you know that I drive a Dodge Charger, and I use that car for everything: show car, race car, medical when I'm doing on-site stuff, my daily driver, and my Lyft car. And it's also, it's just like every other car. It takes gas, it requires maintenance, tires, oil changes, interior got to be clean, and car washes, and of course insurance and our costs of our cell phones and everything else. So take a look at this screenshot right here. Now, I have circled all of the bonuses or surges that I pick up, and check out this screenshot. Again, I circled all the bonus or surges. If you look very carefully, every one of those bonuses is more than the actual trip was, except for one. Reason being is I have the luxury option on my car. So what I do when I go out in the morning is I set it to um, premium only, luxury only, whatever. And I set up my little 7 mile radius, and then I go out and I drive. Literally, the hot spot from my house is 3 miles. So I drive over, and I lock in my first surge for $2, $3, $4, $5. Once it's locked in, I drive back into that radius, and then I hit accept all rides, and I park and I wait. And usually the rides come in within 5 or 10 minutes. Although Lyft is now starting to see that I'm only doing rides that have a surge attached to them, and I've noticed that the wait time is getting longer. That algorithm is starting to realize, hey, this guy's only taking rides that are, a $3 trip. The passenger is paying $9, okay, but Lyft is paying me $7. So looks like I'm in that 80-20 bracket, and they don't like it. That's what the strike is about. But it works. It works for me, and I'm sure it would work for anybody else who's able to do that. Simply set it to a ride type that you know is not going to pop up a lot, and lock in a surge, and then take everything. Use that radius filter too. That really helps. That is ideal, because on the two screenshots I showed you, that was for one day. It was actually for less than 6 hours, because I used one filter, which is 3 hours, and I think I got into the next one for maybe an hour. I don't remember. I don't stay out that long, and again, it's just fun money. Valentine's Day is coming up. My wife and I plan on doing something aside from, neither one of us are working. And then, of course, in March, I have my race in Las Vegas. So it's, again, in order to make money on these apps, you absolutely have to pay attention to what you're doing. And that's my trick. I stay in a 7-mile radius, and I only take rides that have a surge attached to them. And that's how I'm actually profitable. And again, I only work a 7-mile radius, and so I very rarely drive more than about 2 or 3 miles, 5 miles at the most for every one of these trips. So on an average of 4 miles per trip, I'm making $8 per trip. So I'm making $2 a mile, and then minus expenses and gas and all that other stuff, it's about $1.50 a mile. So, I'm not out that long. I'm not putting a ton of miles on my car. I'm not burning a bunch of fuel. I sit, I park, I don't chase storm clouds, or chase surge, I should say. And, it works. But again, what I've noticed now is I am getting less, the ride requests are getting a little stretched. So instead of being within 5 or 10 minutes of me locking into a surge, now it's 15 or 20 minutes, to the point where I do what I normally do anyway, and I come home and I just put the phone on the table and do whatever it is I'm going to do while I'm home. And if I happen to pick up a ride, great, I'll go get it. But again, this is the problem. These algorithms know what drivers are doing. They know that we're cherry picking. They know what, that we're taking only the, most profitable rides. And now they're making those rides further and fewer between because of how we're handling it, because there is a surge involved. And they know they're losing money on those calls. So the key to this is we need to do the strike. We need to shut the apps off. You can call it a strike. You can call it an app shutdown. You can call it whatever you want. Call it a vacation day. February 14th, 2024. Do not turn your app on. Do not drive for rideshare. And enjoy the day with family, friends, loved ones. Do something that you want to do. Just don't drive for the gate companies. DoorDash, Scroober, Stift, Instafart, Scroober Eats, Stub Grub, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Just hold your own, stand your ground. It's one day. It's 2024. We need to be motivated. So let's get out there. Let's get this done. Let's show these companies that, we are independent contractors. And if the only thing we can do is shut the app off and on, and that makes us independent, well, you know what? Let's collectively shut those apps off for February 14th on Valentine's Day, and show these companies that, we are independent. We can shut the apps down, and we will. And we're going to. So, again, thanks for following the videos. Thank you for all the comments. Again, the comments are great. There's a lot of insight in them, and we'll continue to be following up with Rideshare Professor and others. And so next time, be safe, be professional, keep it real. If you must, drive on. And I wish you all the best of health.